Hello everyone, my name is Jimna Taylor and I live in Kansas City, USA. And I am one of the supporters of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. And I voted for him for his presidential election. I think it was year 2016 at nanalo siya. Nakita ko po ang kanyang mga plataforma na nagugustuhan ko po talaga na to save lives of people, especially for those people, the younger ones who's trying to engage with the drugs. At yun po talaga ang na-appreciate ko sa kanya at yun ang nagugustuhan ko talaga. Kaya since then, I really like his presidency. Kaya po, parang masakit sa akin kasi ang kapwa nating Pilipino, yun din ang napagpapahamak sa kanya. At basta na lang siya dinidetain sa Netherlands ICC, and it was so disrespectful. Nakita ko po yung video sa social media, lalo na sa police officer. I don't really know what his name, but it says Torre, I think that is last name. Yun po ang pinakamasakit sa alam ko po na nasasaktan po ang lahat ng mga kababayan natin nang dahil sa disrespect sa president, kahit man lang respect sa bilang matanda, bilang ama natin. Nasasaktan po talaga ako kasi yung tatay ko, kasing edad sila ni President Duterte. It's so sad sa lahat ng mga kababayan ko na nandoon sa the other side. There are two ways ang Pilipinas ngayon. There is the bad side and the good side. Good side is on the side of PRRD, which is former President Rodrigo Duterte. I am on the side of President Duterte. On the other side, which is the drug users side of President Marcos, I think President Marcos is one of the users. Based on I saw in the videos that through his reactions, like the way he answered the questions for those those questions, parang hindi talaga tugma sa niya. At nakita mo naman talaga makasense ka talaga sa mga reactions niya through his facial reactions at saka sa the way sumasagot sa mga tanong. At napakasakit po dahil sa mga taong hindi nakakaintindi, dahil sa ito po ay isang personal interest. Si President Marcos po, meron siyang pananaw na gusto niyang kimkimin ang Pilipinas. Gusto niya po he's so corrupt. From the very beginning, from his father's side, sa ama niya, si President Marcos, nung President Marcos Sr., yun talaga ang pinuno sa corruption. And then, ito namang sa mga anak, silang sumusunod, silang mga followers sa corruption. At sana naman po maintindihan niyo, sana naman po magising na po kayo sa katotohanan. Di na po porket si President Duterte galing sa Mindanao or Marcos, pare-pareho po tayo. Ang Mindanao po naman is industrialized. Improved na siya. Hindi naman katulad ng mga 70s, 90s. Ngayon, industrialized na talaga. Nang dahil po, at isa pa, nang dahil kay President Duterte, as you can see, ang Manila, progressive. Kita mo, may MRT na ngayon. Not like sa panahon before na only LRT. Now, there is MRT. Yun ang ginagawa, yun ang malaking project na na-accomplish ni President Duterte. At saka sa mga railroads na-improve ng Manila, part sa Luzon. Makita nyo, kung corrupt man si President Duterte, sana pina-improvise niya ang Davao City first before Manila. You see, yun ang dapat nating ponder deeply, guys. You see, sinasacrifice niya ang kanyang family, ang sarili niya mismo, ang kanyang hometown, then tatawagin niyo pang Sahara or whatever, like Sahara suburb, whatever you call, like Africa, something like that ang Mindanao. Pero guys, lalo na sa nagsasalita, hindi ko alam anong intention niya, pero nakita ko lang sa YouTube at sa mga videos dyan sa Reels. Napakasakit po. Palit-palit tayong Pilipino, kasalong po, marami tayong pride na ganito, horns. Yung pride ay sungay po yun. Kailangan tanggalin mo yung sungay mo. Kasi ang sinasabi niyo tungkol kay President Duterte ay puro negative. How about his achievements? Nakita niyo ba yon? Nakita niyo yung Manila ngayon? He put up the white sand. As nakita niyo, maganda na yung Manila. Kasi ako guys, I live in Manila, in Makati City for several years. Halos doon ako lumaki. I know I came from my hometown, but I live in Makati City for many years. I work in Legazpi City and I work in Legazpi Village kasi I was a secretary there. Oh my God guys, please realize it na si Duterte, he is the man. He was God sent one during his presidency, and now itong binabayad ni President Marcos sa kanya. How come, President Marcos? Bakit mo ito nagawa? Wala kang utang na loob kasi si President Duterte ang nagpapalibing ng ama mo. You see, previous presidents walang nakakalakas loob na nagpapalibing ng ama mo sa libingan ng mga heroes, which is not true. He wasn't a hero. He was a corrupt president. Alam mo ba, marami kang nabiktima. Isa ako sa nabiktima mo kasi binoboto kita kasi akala ko you are on the right side. Kasi supporters ako ni President Duterte. Kaya binoboto kita kasi nandoon si Inday. Si Inday ang vice president. Gusto ko manalo. Ayun, ang ahas ka talaga. Ang kapal ng mukha mo. Ang kapal mo talaga. Pati yung asawa mo din. You see? Isa siya sa mga suspect ngayon doon sa Beverly Hills sa nangyayari doon kay Tantoco. At alam ng all nations knows about it. So, lahat walang matatago and the truth shall prevail. So, ang message ko ngayon para ito sa mga kababayan ko, sana naman maintindihan nyo. And all my prayers really is to have peace in my country, in the Philippines. And I really hope and pray that President Duterte will send it back home in Davao City from Netherlands. My request is, please, President Donald Trump, please send a detective or FBI to go to Netherlands with President Duterte, and please send him back from Netherlands airport to Davao City airport, not to stay over to Manila. No, please send him direct to Davao City for his safety purposes. Kasi alam ko, because I know President Trump, now there are bad people, especially in Manila, those people who's dealing with drugs. I'm just telling the truth. My prayer for today is God is with you guys in the Philippines and all the people. I really pray for you guys that you can realize that God is with you, God loves you, and God is willing to forgive you. Thank you so much for watching, and please share. Thank you.